Hi, today we're going to be talking about the Accelerator. To quote Palpatine, the Accelerator is not what it once was. Basically, in 2021, this tower was meta. There was practically no competition, and it was like that for like 2 years. But then towers like Engineer, Ranger, Pursuit, and others got buffs. So thus, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about is it still meta? Look, sorry for my bad English. Now, let's start. Dramatic music. Now, basically, the first thing we're going to be talking about with the Accelerator is, like, competition. The Accelerator is competed by towers like Engineer, Merc Base, Gatling Gunner, and Ranger, and in some cases even Turret Pursuit and Brawler. Like, it's really fallen off. It's no longer at the previous height that it used to be. Mainly because it's competed by everything. Now, this is one of them. And it was quite short. Now, second of all, should I still use the Accelerator? And I'm going to try prolong this just because my editing is 10 minutes and I don't want to alter it in any way. So, well, my video length is 10 minutes and I don't want to alter it in any way. So, I'm going to try prolong this to 10 minutes. No, it's working. Now, basically, the Accelerator, as I mentioned, is like overclass by towers like Pursuit, Ranger, others. Now, the thing about these towers is, like, they have a variety of what they should be used for, and so does Accelerator. Pursuit is good for long range targets. It's like long range being because it has a long range. I don't hear anything saying it is 14 range because it is much more than 14 range because the bubble it flies in. And it has crowd control. Ranger being very good for like tanky enemies, and Engineer being just extremely versatile. Mercenary Base being basically you can stack up 40 militants, so you're basically getting 1.6k DPS. For all militants, I still consider it 40 DPS. I don't know why. Now, or Gatling Gunner, which you can automate yourself and does 1000 DPS. Supportless. Now, we have all these towers here. Even towers like Brawler or Turrets, Turret dealing an insane amount of DPS and having good range. And, well, I'll still say the Accelerator is better than Turrets, and Brawler being good for speedrunning, and in some cases, old or new being better than the Accelerator in, like, certain aspects, for example, speedrunning, or shredding enemies quickly. Now, the third subject, is the Accelerator better than said towers? Well, this is going to be a controversial opinion. Ranger is better than Accelerator. Accelerator is better than Pursuit. Engineer, like, is the best tower in the game, not Gatling Gunner. Actually, no, it might be... no, like, I also forgot to mention towers like Commander, which used to significantly boost Accelerator. Don't do that much now. Like, oh wait, I need to get water. Never mind, I can wait 7 minutes. What, 6? Now, like, Accelerator used to be boosted heavily by the Commander. Like, back then it used to deal an average of 280 DPS, and that used to skyrocket up to 400. Now, a 100 DPS difference can mean the difference between life and death. Now, Pursuit, it's fully buffed by Commander. Ranger, it's fully buffed by Commander. Turret, it's fully buffed by Commander. Brawler, it's mostly fully buffed by Commander. Well, it's mostly buffed. I wouldn't say mostly fully buffed because I'm not a cretin. Now, towers like Mercenaries are not buffed by Commander, but are buffed by DJ. Engineer are not buffed by Commander, but are buffed by DJ. Gatling Gunner is mostly buffed by Commander. You can see a pattern here. Accelerator is not buffed by the supports, making it better. Like, DJ, it does give it a damage buff, but that kind of makes Accelerator worse, because think of it this way. You put water in a jug, no, in a cup, like, the amount of water you can put, which it doesn't fall out, is, like, the most amount you can put without it falling out is the best, because then you're not wasting water. Like with Accelerator, if you like this comes from Oaklet's video on the Accelerator. Like if you like buff the Accelerator too much, it's gonna lose DPS because it's gonna like shoot too fast, and its reload is gonna take out half of its like DPS time. Overall, I would still use like the Accelerator should, and like I'm gonna explain what game modes to use it in. Fallen, I would say use Accelerator if you have no other options. Something like Farm, Early Defense, Command, or DJ Ranger Accelerator would work. For Badlands, basically, during the summer holidays, I did Duo Badlands on my father's account, and I won. So because I was not because I was on the same device, I was on the same device, and I use Engineer Ranger. My father used Turret Accelerator and Cryomancer. Basically, and we won with quite a big difference. I'm probably not going to tie it to a specific tower since he died quite far away from the like entrance, and we did use consumables but no nukes. But overall, it goes to show that like, yeah. Now, before I explain should you buy the Accelerator, I'm gonna like give a reasonable balance ideas for the Accelerator. Level 0 should stay the same, maybe get a minute price reduction to 4,000, but that's probably the best it should get. Level 1. Actually no, hidden detection should be moved to level 0. But if that's gonna happen, if the price should be kept the same. Level 1 should remain the same. Level 2, burst should increase to 375. Maybe 350. Level 3 should be reverted in like to old level 3. The one before the April 6th nerf. Level 4 should be reverted. Maybe given a minute price reduction. Actually no, it should be reverted completely. And its range should be increased to 20. Level 5 should be able to deal 300 DPS with ROF bug. And should have a range of like 24. Yes. It should also cost 24,000, that's my opinion. Now, in my opinion, this is perfectly balanced because Accelerator does take a hefty amount of grinding gear and not many people get it. Now, I'm going to tell you, should you buy the Accelerator or not? This is dilemmatic. Say you get 600 gems per hour in hardcore, the Accelerator would take 4.5 hours. Now, towers like Engineer would take 8 hours. If you're a loser like me and plays all the weekends, plays like the entire weekends, sure you can get the Engineer, but I pay to endure all of them. Now, like, some people, I haven't seen any, but some people probably make the mistake of going for the Brawler first. And that's stupid in the sense that you like, Brawler needs an other DPS option, and Brawler plus Ranger doesn't work, no hidden detection, Brawler plus Mini doesn't work. To the range, and like there's a certain combo, and yeah. Now, final thing we're going to discuss about, actually no, you should get the Accelerator as your first hardcore tower, that's I need to say first, but final thing we're going to be discussing about is this. Is the Accelerator in the current meta? Now, Oakloot discussed this in some like detail, so I advise you should go to his channel if you want to learn more. Zero Clut, like CLUT. And with the 0 at the start. Now, basically, the Accelerator has this perk. Like, wait, no. It's not in the current meta, because you could use towers like Ranger or Pursuit to easily outclass the Accelerator. And, like, as Grimton mentioned in his video, why Pursuit and Ranger are the best towers, hidden detection is not that big of a deal. You could just get, like, militant or maybe even power-ups. Now, remember, Megalodon triumphed Old Fallen without it. He triumphed Old Fallen without any hidden detection, without consumables. That was in like mid 2023. Now, even if you have if you have towers like Engineer, Mercenary, Scaffolding Gun, like turrets, or maybe not turrets, Ranger, but of course you'll have Commander. They are gonna outclass the Accelerator no matter what. So overall, should you use the Accelerator? Yes, in certain cases, but I'm going to leave that for you to decide. I think you have the intelligence.